I think I finally found the answer to my excessive hunger and never-ending food cravings. First, I'd like to say thank you to my subscribers for supporting my last video, and hello and welcome to my new subscribers. I really appreciate all the support that I got from the last video, and I just thank you for watching and welcome to the channel. So I hope you find the channel useful and helpful in some type of way, and I look forward to sharing my journey with you all along the way. So let's get into why you're here. I explained in my last video how I wanted to address this weight loss journey holistically. So I'm examining all areas in my life and actually identifying root causes within those areas. I wanted to dive a bit deeper into my behaviors and identify why I never seem to get full, always having food cravings, and I've always tend to be looking for that next meal. Even if I go out to eat or something, I'm always coming back, I'm in the refrigerator like 15 minutes later. So I wanted to just dive in just a little bit and figure this out. So just to name a few of the symptoms that I've been experiencing is the constant food cravings, always looking for the next meal. It's a never-ending cycle of always wanting to eat or snack and just never feeling fully satiated. I'm pretty sure a lot of you all experience these symptoms too. But before I start, let me issue a clear disclaimer. I read these books for additional knowledge, education, and information. There's a lot within these books that I agree with, and it's a lot that I do not agree with. And some things I just don't do. I do not take all advice. I do not push any type of dietary or lifestyle agenda on anyone, as I do not believe that one diet fits all. Do what works for you. Please consult your doctor or your healthcare provider before starting any diet or before taking anyone's advice on this space here, and including my channel. And also want to be mindful and issue a trigger warning too. So if you have any type of disordered eating patterns or a diagnosed eating disorder, I recommend that you do not watch this particular video, as this could be a possible trigger for you. But of course, it's always your choice to proceed, and I would love for you to learn more information here. So I have this book here that I've had for a while, and it's called Eat to Live by a doctor by the name of Dr. Furhman. And in this book, Dr. Furhman describes some of these symptoms that I've been experiencing as toxic hunger. Some would even describe them as some level of food addiction. Some leave it up to possibly being hormonally related as being the culprit, while others just simply describe these symptoms as having a large or strong appetite. All of which could be true, but as it relates to food addiction, if you're eating a lot of processed foods, which I have been doing within the past few years, these foods have chemicals which could make them addictive. But I wanted to take the time to just dig deeper, as I believe mine was more of a physiological issue. So I whipped out my arsenal of nutritional and dietary books that I've collected over the years. So as I began my personal research to discover the possible origin of my hunger issues, and I think I found the answers. So our body, I believe, works as a system, and this is exactly how God created our bodies to work. And there is a strong gut to mind connection, and I can get into that topic in another video, but for the sake of this video, I wanted to deal with my physiological hunger symptoms. And as I was reading through these materials and refreshing my memory, I wanted to discuss phytochemicals and why consuming more of these chemicals are helping control my hunger levels. The word chemical may be alarming to some, especially when you're thinking about consuming them into your body. We consume a lot of chemicals daily, from the environment, the toxins in our food, body creams, etc. They're everywhere. Some we can control, and some we just simply cannot. This is just the world that we live in. But phytochemicals are different. And if you're not aware of what they are, phytochemicals are what Dr. Furhman describes as plant-based derived chemicals that occurs naturally in plants. So these chemicals are found in vegetables, raw or steamed, which could potentially lead to better health outcomes. Foods like cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cabbage, spinach, collard greens are all examples of phytochemicals. So I wanted to revisit these chemicals, well, these foods. So over the past few weeks, I've been implementing more vegetables into my diet, which contains these phytochemicals. But while I began incorporating these foods, I also wanted to give my tongue palate a reboot and just a reset by eliminating a lot of the processed food that I had in my home and incorporating what my body actually needs. So I have removed a lot of processed snacks and foods out of the house, just to help reset my taste buds and just kind of cleanse my tongue palate. And I knew that me eating these types of foods again, it would be some type of acquired taste, and it would take some time for me to get readjusted back to eating these foods. So it's gonna take a minute. I typically start the majority of my day with lemon water. Sometimes it's only lemon water, and other times I add this green powder. The green powder ingredients are pretty much filled with vegetables, just in powder form, and also antioxidants. So this powder, I would say, is filled with those key phytochemicals. And when I would drink that, I would just do like a 1 bottle of water to start my day. And this would typically hold me over into breakfast. I've also been incorporating green juices, as I really love the taste of green juices, and I know the nutrients in green juices absorb more quickly. And I really just enjoy the freshness and the taste of the variety of juices. And as a word of advice, be mindful of the sugar content included in these juices. There are a lot of juices on the market, and many of them contain loads of sugar. If the juice is high in sugar content because of like the tropical fruit that's included, like the pineapple, the mangoes, you can always dilute it with water or just monitor the serving size. Like I typically, if it's a high sugar filled juice, I typically dilute it or just do half the bottle, and that typically gets the job done for me. So I've also been doing these things, rediscovering these things, and just rediscovering the foods, the healthier foods that I enjoy. And when I travel for work, I notice that I'm opting for salads that have a lot of variety of nutrients and flavor, and also making sure my meals contain the vegetables that I'm actually trying to eat more of. I'm still working on eating at home and cooking more at home, but I've eliminated a lot of food, especially the fast food. And if I do dine out, I've narrowed down my dine out options to about 2 to 3 places that I would go to, and another place that would have like a lot of grain bowls or like salad options. So I have been enjoying those. I truly believe implementing more vegetables and that include phytochemicals are working to curb my hunger levels. So I've been implementing these various vegetables and just trying new meals, and I can see a clear difference in my hunger levels, my satiation, and also how much I'm even eating throughout the day. I no longer think about food as much. My cravings have noticeably decreased, and I'm even more energized throughout the day. Now, I still have to say no to a lot of foods, like the fast food and the fried foods, because these are behaviors that I developed over the years, and it would take a while to sort through those issues. But I'm on the right track in identifying the issues related to my hunger levels. I also wanted to mention that I have not been depriving myself of other foods, but I've been extremely mindful and intentional of what I've been consuming over the past few weeks. My focus is on incorporating and not eliminating any one food group, an exception of the highly processed foods, fried foods that does nothing for my body nutritionally. So what do you think? Have you ever thought about what goes on physiological that could be increasing your hunger levels? I think I found what works for me, and I will continue to monitor my body and hunger levels and share with you all what I'm learning on this journey of discovery and rediscovery. So I'll be posting more videos, giving you weight loss updates and recipes of things that I enjoy and things that may taste good to you as well. So just watch out for more of those. I also document my journey and provide health information and tips on my blog, www.beartherapy.com. So feel free to check that out as well. I hope you found this video helpful, and I thank you so much for watching. And until next time, remember to be true, be balanced, and be well. Thank you for watching.